What it do, YouTube? It is your boy Ali Money 186 back at it again with a new video, and this is a little bit of a different video that I usually do. And now that riding season's over, y'all, I wanted to give you guys kind of a comparison, you could say, because as you guys know, I have two bikes, sport bike and a cruiser, and I wanted to kind of give you guys a comparison on both of them because it's been, I don't know, it's like the riding season, it's like, I don't know, 5 months. I've been riding these both for around, 5 months. And I wanted to kind of give y'all like my experience on it, and maybe if you guys are considering buying a bike and you're stuck between a cruiser or a sport bike, give you a little idea of what you're buying. So as we see the Kawasaki right here, for reference, this is a 2016 Kawasaki ZX6R. This is 2023 Harley Davidson Fat Bob. And they're both very different from each other. And there's many key differences, you could say. The first one, I would probably say is the most, is, I guess you could say, the style or seating position or whatever it is, just the way they're built and what they're for. Because this is a sport bike. It's not meant for long distance riding and comfortable riding. It's not supposed to be comfortable. And I will say, I personally like this bike more, but I will say it's very uncomfortable to ride. Because as you guys can see, the way this is made, how you sit, like, it's very high to the ground. First of all, your feet go here and your stomach or chest would be here. You basically arch over, and as you can see how these handlebars are, you basically lean down, and after a while it does start to get uncomfortable, and that's not, and it's not easy to ride for long distances compared to the Harley. I'll show you guys right now. The seat is low and the handlebars are up. And you guys can see the foot pegs. You put your feet here, right, and this is where you sit. That's where your feet goes. So, and this is the handlebars. They're nice, straight, high up and wide. You got this nice, comfortable seat. It's made for two different things, because you're not racing nobody in a cruiser. You're cruising. That's why it's called a cruiser. It's meant for, long, or not necessarily even long, just, nice, smooth rides that aren't really gonna be fat. They could be fast, but at just a normal speed. And that's what I would say the biggest, differences, that if you want, if you want a like fast, cool guy bike, I would say you should get the Kawasaki. But if you're not really into that kind of stuff, you just kind of want something that rides smooth, that's comfortable, that feels like comfortable to sit on, feels comfortable to ride, rides smooth and slow. You want some low end torque. You just want to cruise. You don't really care about speed or going fast. I would recommend the Harley. But if you want to go fast, you like doing tricks, you just like looking cool, you like being a little cool boy, I would say get the Kawasaki. You want some flame shooting out of your exhaust pipe, get the Kawasaki. And now I would say the second biggest dilemma, you could say, is the engine. This Kawasaki, it has a 4-cylinder 636cc engine, and the Honda, I almost said Honda, the Harley has a 2-cylinder 1800cc engine. And before we guys say anything, I want you guys to know cc doesn't necessarily mean power. It does to an extent, but not necessarily, So this, as you guys, I'll say, the engine of the Kawasaki is meant to output lots of horsepower and not lots of torque. Obviously, it still has a lot of torque. It's a very powerful bike. but it has a lot more horsepower. I think it had 120 horsepower, around 120 horsepower. Stock, it's around like 110 horsepower, but this one specifically has around 120 horsepower. But not, it has a lot of torque, obviously, but not as much as that Harley. Harley has around 80 horsepower. It's got a lot more torque, like a lot more. Like, I could feel like it has very powerful low-end torque. Like, first gear, give it just like a little blip, like you turn it like this much and you're just going. But I think it's different is that top speed isn't very fast. It doesn't have as much horsepower, because that's not what it's meant to do. The Harley is not meant to go fast. It's meant to be not necessarily slow, but just good paced, smooth riding. While this, on the other hand, is just, bro, they just want, it's supposed to be fast. It's supposed to be fast. It's not supposed to be really, this is what I just said. These two bikes, this bike is not supposed to be comfortable. You're not supposed to be comfortable on it. You're not supposed to have features on it. You're just supposed to go fast. That's what this bike is for. Going fast. That's what it was made to do. Go fast. It's not meant to be comfortable. It's not meant to do any nice features. It's not supposed to have Bluetooth. It's just supposed to go fast. On the other hand, the Harley, it was designed for different purposes. It was designed for, comfortability. What's the word? Accessibility, you could say. It was designed for many different things, and it was not designed to go fast, but it was designed to have good, smooth power, not the same power this bike has, two different kinds of power, as we said. High torque, not low horsepower, but kind of like not as high, and high horsepower, lower torque. So that's what this bike has. It's not supposed to go, it's supposed to be comfortable. It's supposed to be nice, smooth riding. It's supposed to have a lot of space to put your stuff. It's supposed to be some good that you enjoy, just like, dude. And I would recommend this for like maybe older people or just people who just like that kind of stuff. Not everyone needs a fast bike where they're gonna be speeding down the highway, doing wheelies, looking all cool, pressing the hose in the side, little fire coming out the side. Not everybody wants that. Not everybody needs that, And also, I will say, though, Harley Davidson, these kind of cruisers, specifically Harley Davidson, though, is very expensive. They're very expensive, y'all. Compared to this Kawasaki, like these sports. Actually, no, it's just Harley Davidson in general, just expensive. Like that, but that's kind of get what you pay for, I guess. I feel like cruisers in general tend to be more expensive, but other than that, that's really all key features. Obviously, there is more, but maybe I missed them. But if I missed anything, tell me in the comments. Tell me what y'all think. But that's just my experience. And also, people might have other experiences, but personally, this is my experience. And really, all the points I said, this isn't really telling you what to get. Just mostly telling you the things that I know. Maybe push you in a direction of what you want to buy. So with that information, maybe you might have changed your mind, or maybe you might have stayed firm on what you wanted to buy. But personally, if I was like a young buck trying to get their first bike, personally, I would just get a sports bike. Because when it comes to these things, like when you become 40, 50 years old, you ain't gonna be able to ride this, bro. That's why you see all them old folks riding Harleys, bro, because they could ride that. In their youth, in this age, I would get the sports bike, because you're not gonna be able to ride it like how you can when you're young. Like, this is something you could you only could do in your youth. That Harley, you could get at any age, bro. You could see the 80-year-old man ride because it's comfortable. But this, you really can't be riding this past the age of 50 years old. Because it's just like, can't do it no more, bro. Like, it's a challenge to ride that bike. I know it kind of sounds like, what the hell are you talking about? You sit down, pull the throttle. But on paper, it sounds easy to ride it. But, like, you gotta, like, bro, you're using your, like, core. while riding this, because you gotta be like hunched over like that, and you gotta make sure your ass don't fall off the bike. But other than that, y'all, I'm end the video here, because I gave y'all my opinion, and really I just hope to give you guys information of what I know, and hopefully I help some of you people out. And I want to thank you guys for giving me your time and watching my video. And yeah, that's really all I had to say for y'all. Alright, peace out. Stay riding, I guess. Actually, you know, next time I'll give you guys a review on the helmets I have, because I have a lot. I got a hella helmets, bro. I don't know why. I got an LS2. Like, I'll show y'all everything. Peace out, y'all. See y'all in the next video.